what's up, everybody? This is Talking Movies. My name's Josh,
I'm Chris.
I'm Clay.
and this week we are talking about Chris's pick this week. This is "Once Were Warriors" from what was it 1994? I think it was
92. I was gonna say two, but I could be wrong.
Pride,
Don't want any more of these drunken parties or your mates coming around.
possibility,
You're still a slave, Jake. To your business. To the drink.
I'm a lovable chap.
To yourself.
once were warriors.
Gonna hurt my babies anymore.
A woman's journey home.
Okay. Well, this was your pick, so give us a little, synopsis.
It's about a family that lives in New Zealand. They are native, um, and I mean they're kind of down on their luck, I guess. It just kind of starts off kind of innocently with just them kind of going about their days and stuff, but you know, ultimately turns into you know, he's an abuser, and the family is basically trying to like survive his abuse, and
Hmm.
she's starting to kind of like have enough, and she's trying to figure out kind of a way to navigate him, and just saying it doesn't really start off with her having like a plan or anything. She's yeah, just getting fed up.
I think they're like enjoying the party though, still, right? They actually share like a common fun interest, right? They go to bars, they tear it up, they have people over, they
Hmm.
get drunk all
Yeah,
night,
but
have a bunch of sex,
how much
call
is
it a
that
day.
how much is that her just, appeasing appeasing
Yeah,
him?
she's trying to be a good wife. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, he thinks she's, you know, out of control or whatever, and not listening and not willing to do anything he says. And, of course, he's just a crazy
A
person.
total narcissist. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, going out and drinking every night and bringing parties home with him to just party at their house. I mean, it starts off with him getting like laid off or fired from his job,
Right.
and she kind of like gives him a little bit, and he's like, "What? Why are you so mad?" It's like, I mean, you
And I think
got fired.
he spends a lot of their money on this big
It
extravagant like
must.
lobster dinner. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, he blows his. I'm assuming he blows his money on booze more than anything, and just throwing parties constantly.
Yeah, I'm like, where is he getting all this money for all this alcohol he's buying? But like
Yeah.
taking down cases and cases of beer every day.
Well, after he loses his job, it said something about him filing for what I'm assuming is some type of unemployment or
Oh, that's right.
government assistance. So I'm assuming he's just taken to living off the government and just partying away with it.
I guess so. Yeah.
But yeah, I'd heard about this. I don't know, a little bit over the years. I've just heard it mentioned as a kind of um, you know crazy, heartfelt, whatever type of movie.
Hmm.
Uh,
Yeah,
and
I
it,
wasn't too familiar with it. I think Clay, you had watched it maybe like a year or two ago.
Yeah, I heard about it around the way from Jamie, bought the DVD, still had the DVD. It was kind of like, hey, I have that movie on DVD. So I had to dig it out of a box and in the corner, the long forgotten box. But man, yeah, I saw it about a year ago. Very difficult watch, right? That's when you said the title yesterday, last week. I was like, oh shit. Like
Yeah.
it's it's a tough one. But watching, I never really thought I would ever watch this movie again because it's so heavy. But then when you mentioned it, I was like, you know what? I could get into it. And this time, I started the movie up and couldn't stop watching it until the very, very end. So I think it's a great movie, but obviously the subject matter's very
Yeah, I mean,
difficult.
I think we've watched heavier things. Not
Oh, no
that
doubt.
that makes this any better or anything like that, but I was
I think
like kind of like
heavier, yeah, shifting gears though, like I don't recall many like spousal abuse movies,
that's
right?
true.
I mean, yeah. So this is,
Yeah. Although I mean, I was kind of bracing myself for something like super heavy, and that's it. It
Mhm.
was. I mean, it's probably on the top 10 list of heaviest things, but that's it. I think I've watched heavier. I don't know if y'all feel the same way, but uh,
In this, yeah, definitely. But yeah, I mean, I think Out of the Blue is a little heavier
yeah.
than this, but
Yeah,
uh,
this at least spoiler alert. I mean, it had a happy ending, sort of, as happy as it could have been, I think, considering the events that take place in the movie. But like something like Out of the Blue was just like, oh, now I'm sad.
it's
Like,
just a downward spiral.
yeah,
That
like bring her back. Yeah. Now I'm just sad and miserable.
right. Yeah, it doesn't exactly end in fire, so
Right.
there is a little bit of redemption to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's cool from like a cultural aspect too. Like there aren't a lot of movies
Mm.
about Maori culture and New Zealand particularly. I think there's who's the guy who was in Guardians of the
Um,
Galaxy or whatever.
yeah,
Uh,
Taika Waititi.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, he's pretty famous from New Zealand, but and then I think the mom in this movie went on to be, a pretty serious actress for a while. I think she did some roles and stuff, but and there's like one recognizable dude in there, the friend who's the uncle who's the bad guy, right? He's been in
Yeah.
some movies too.
Yeah. What is his name?
But man, I mean, it's pretty raw. I think I see a lot of my younger years in this movie, right? Not the to the extreme, but it was all about partying and having fun. And then when you finally have kids, you're kind of like, well, we can't really do that anymore, right? We can't have people over. They can't tear the place up, right? And I have to be serious about keeping a job, stuff like that. But this guy never figured it out. He just
Yeah.
thought that life and the thing that was sad about it is every time he went to the bar he was like king dingling up in there and everybody's like, hey man, you beat that guy's ass, right? And he's like, hey,
Mhm.
high five, have another beer, right? It was like he was a minor celebrity in the bar scene, and that doesn't mean shit. Right? He neglected his family and neglected his kids. He beat his wife. It was just
Yeah.
awful.
Yeah, and everybody around him too is essentially just enabling him.
Yeah,
Nobody
terrified of
ever,
him.
yeah, no, yeah, everybody's scared of him, so nobody's gonna call him out on anything. And like even later in the movie when I think after the daughter commits suicide and he's like questioning himself and there his friends are still just like, I mean, what are you gonna do? Kinda.
Yeah, right.
So they're all just making excuses for him. So
Yeah, he's just a big enough bruiser, strong enough guy that he can just bully anyone into submission. He didn't ever have to grow up. It
yeah,
feels like, he can just get his way through
yeah,
brute force, unfortunately. The thing that I found most interesting about this, I like the movie, by the way. I hadn't gotten to talk too much, but yet, but I like the movie. But the thing I liked the most about it, I think, was the cultural stuff.
yeah,
At first, I was not sure what was going on, and then they really sort of leaned into the
The
cultural
Haka, yeah.
aspect of it, and I was
yeah,
like, oh, so it's really about. It's almost kind of about Western influence, like
yeah,
changing these people and then like losing their heritage in a way and like trying to get back to that. Like it doesn't, it's not leaning into the fact that like white people ruined their culture or anything, but that is, I
yeah,
think, sort of in the background a little bit.
I
Um,
think that time sort of is cruel to culture, right? I mean,
mm,
Yeah.
you once were warriors, like technically speaking, they were a warrior class, and this guy and his insanity would have probably just been amazing on the battlefield. But the battlefield doesn't exist anymore. So,
Right.
he's stuck in the bar scene. And just like all the gang members too, like they want to be on the battlefield. They're maybe, have a lineage of warrior fighter type genetics, and the battlefield's not there anymore. So to your point, right, Western civilization sort of absorbed that culture but timed it too.
Yeah. Yeah. I like the movie too, and I kind of feel the same way as Josh. Like it is, I think I saw it was based off of a book, so I would imagine the book goes a little more in depth. But I
Mm.
wanted more of like I guess it was the oldest son that went to join the gang and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I would have liked a little
Yeah, he
bit
was
more of
cool.
that storyline, and even the son that gets taken away from him and goes into the boys' school. Like I
So
kind of really like that he was kind of having a little bit of a redemption back into his heritage, and
Yeah.
he was finding himself a little bit. Like I really kind of wanted more from those stories.
Yeah, absolutely. Because that's what makes it a unique movie. Because this is a story that's been told
Yeah,
over and over again, right? But bringing those details into it, make it special, make it something a little bit different. Yeah,
yeah,
it was interesting
kind
how
of funny.
many of those. Go ahead, because
Yeah, because I was just gonna say it's kind of funny how the dad was like rejecting the heritage, rejecting the history. He was just like, ah, that's so
dismissing.
stupid. Like,
Yeah,
just get away from it. And there's, people that reject tradition still. They're like, ah, those are the old ways, right? They're so dumb. But when you have a crisis, a family crisis, a spiritual crisis, like what do you go back to? The new shit or the old tradition, right? And
right.
so I don't know. It's a good movie to that regard. So
yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was interesting how many of these guys actually popped up in other things. Cliff Curtis is the
Cliff
friend.
Curtis.
Yeah, because he's in a ton of stuff.
Yeah, he is.
Um, he actually has had a pretty good career. But the main guy, he's Mandalorian,
Yeah.
Boba Fett, and then even the son that joins the gang, I knew I recognized him somewhere. I looked it up. He's in the first Matrix movie.
Hmm.
He's like one of the guys on the crew. I
Okay.
was like, he hasn't had done much else other than that. But I was like, I know I've seen this guy before,
Mhm.
and sure enough, I've seen the Matrix, 20 times. So, um, and then the mom, I think she's had pretty good career. She's been in some like Star Wars movies or something. I forget.
All right.
She's been in a few things. Yeah, but for as small like of a movie as it is, and about a small like island, it's yeah, she was in Attack of the Clones and Revenge of the Sith.
Hmm. Okay.
She's in AI, artificial intelligence. She's supposed to be in the new Moana movie, the live action one.
Oh, just a voice. Oh, in the live action one.
Yeah, I think there's the live action one coming out
Yeah,
next year.
I'm sure.
You know, they got
Yep.
they got to keep
Yep.
squeezing that rock.
Yep. Yeah, the only one I really recognized, I think, was the uncle guy. I don't
Oh,
know what I've seen
right.
him in, but I mean, I'm sure I've seen him in stuff.
Cliff Curtis. Yeah.
He did look familiar.
That was Cliff Curtis. Yeah, dude, he's
I
like
mean, he's in Avatar, Training Day, Doctor Sleep, The
this was
Meg.
like
Oh
his
wow.
fifth movie. The
Oh, he was in
piano.
Sunshine. We did Sunshine.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's the guy on the. He's actually like the psychologist guy that's like obsessed with the sun
Okay.
on the
And
Yeah,
then
ship.
bringing out the dead.
I have a bad memory.
Ah.
It's okay, but
I've seen some of those movies, but
oh, he's in Bringing Out the Dead. He's the drug dealer guy that gets impaled on the
okay.
Yeah,
fence.
he
Yeah,
is. Man, you remember everything.
I'm a geek.
Yeah, my
He's
memory's not that good.
he's in a ton of stuff though. Man, he's got a huge uh lineup here. Blow, bunch of stuff. Cool.
It's cool. But I enjoyed the movie. I thought it was good. It was compelling.
Hmm.
Yeah, once stuff started kind of unraveling, it was
Yeah.
very compelling. I mean, I watched almost the whole thing uh in one sitting, which I don't do as often these days. I
Right.
usually break my stuff up, and I mean, I think I watched a good hour 15 of it.
It's pretty
So
concise too. I felt like the first time I watched it, it seemed a little long. This time I watched it, I was like, man, this is clipping right along. We're doing pretty good here. And then I don't think it was even 2 hours. So,
Yeah, it's like hour 40, I think.
it's well edited and stuff. And
Yeah. I was a little worried in the beginning because it's like it's very 90s
oh
and it's
yeah, it's
a
pretty.
little low, it's pretty low budget. I was like, okay, what is this gonna be? It almost feels like a TV movie in the beginning. Um, but it really does ramp it up.
Yeah.
It gets good.
It's pretty dated.
Pretty dated, but that's okay.
But I
Nothing.
kind of had a feeling, yeah, early 90s. I mean, in a New Zealand movie too. Like I don't know what the budget was, but I was sure it was probably pretty low at the time.
Right. I love the posters in the kids' rooms, like Lethal Weapon 3 and
Yeah.
what's the other one? There's another funny one back there too. But
I
they're
thought the clothes were pretty interesting, like the woven leather stuff that the gang kid was wearing, and
Yeah.
like at one point he had like a hood on that only covered like the top of his head. It was kind of weird, but I guess it was supposed to look like a little cobra or something. I was like, oh, that's kind of crazy, right? And then lots of people had cobra tattoos, so I was like, oh, maybe he's in this cobra gang or something. That's a cobra hood, but the clothes were cool. I guess everybody drinks like 40s out there because they
Yeah.
all had these
Jesus.
giant 40s,
Yeah.
40s all over the
40 after
table.
40 after 40. Oh my god.
Like, man, if I had a table covered in like 25, 40 ounces, I'd be
You'd be an
completely
alcoholic too.
bashed.
Obliterated.
There'd be
Yeah.
no way. Yeah.
Those are
Yeah.
big guys for the most part though, too. Like they're big guys. So
Every single one of them in the gang scenes when they do the beatdown, I was like, dude, every one of these guys looks like, you know, rugby player. They
Yeah.
would smash you. Uh, but yeah.
Yeah. I was expecting them to kind of come back later in the movie too and like, kick the dad's ass or something like that. So I was a little disappointed that didn't happen. But I thought that would have been kind of obvious. So, I kind of figured out what I thought, the ending might be kind of halfway through, and it didn't exactly do that. So yeah, I give it credit for that too.
mhm.
He sure talked enough shit. I thought, initially when I saw it the first time, I was like, man, this guy, everybody, his kids, he acts like his son is a total stranger at the bar. He's talking down to him. People are like, is that your dad? He's like, I don't have a dad. I'm like, yeah, well, I feel you,
Yeah,
dog.
he definitely deserved an ass kicking, and he just never got it.
Yeah. It almost felt like he was the stepdad. Like for as little as he cared about his
Yeah,
kids, he felt like he wasn't engaged or like he had nothing to do with them. A lot of it's I for a while I was wondering if some of the kids weren't his, but
yeah.
I think they are.
They just kept popping up too. Like it starts off with like, well, I think just like three of them. Like
Yeah.
the older sister is reading the story to the little ones, and then like another kid pops up, and then another kid pops up. And then even like the kid that lives in the car. I thought him as a character was just an interesting little touch too. But I mean, even adopting him at the end of it, like they just never
Yeah.
stopped with the kids.
That
I had
was
to
a
look up the lip problem.
the
It's
lip
like the
problem.
white, crusty lips in the beginning of the like,
Oh.
and I was like, what's this guy's deal? So I guess in the book he has like an unidentified lip disorder.
Oh,
Oh, really?
okay.
Got a herpily derpily or something.
At least they made a little nod to it. I didn't catch that, but
Yeah, well, I didn't even question it, to be honest. That's weird.
she lived in a car. I thought that was enough explanation.
Right.
A broken down car at that.
He's a cool
sleep in it.
character. I did think it was a little corny that they
Adopted him
kind
at
of
the end.
adopted him at the end.
Come along, live with us now.
Right. There's some corny
Yeah.
stuff in the movie. It's a little melodramatic, but
Yeah.
I liked it.
I kind of feel like I identified a lot with the fact that everybody's giving parenting advice, right? The dad's like, you cradle, you baby them too much, right? And she's like, oh, these are our kids. We got to look after them. And the state's like, hey, your mom didn't even show up, right? But everybody is sort of like throwing around parenting advice. And as a parent, I'm always like, dude, one person says you're too lenient, and one person says you're not strict enough, and one person, and like your kids kind of turn out how they turn out. You do this the best you can. Then there's no way to like win the freaking A+ parenting award, at least for me anyway. So,
I feel that way too. Yeah.
all the advice that flies around this movie, I was kind of like, God, I feel that.
Yeah, I love getting advice, especially from my parents. Like,
Yeah,
oh, you
that's-
should
You
do this,
do
you should
do
do
that.
that. You're too nice. Yeah.
Yeah,
love
that's
it.
the best.
Mhm. Yep.
Yep.
Definitely is.
Well, good pick, Chris.
Yeah.
Enjoyed the movie.
Cool. That's all. I thought Randy would have liked it too.
Yeah, I think he would have. Definitely. Yeah. I'm not sure if
Yeah.
he got to it, but he said he was gonna try and watch it still, but I'd like to hear what he says next week, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
it is his pick next week. Did y'all have any more stray thoughts on the movie, or
I don't think so.
no? Yeah, I think we about covered it. Good deal. Yeah, it was Randy's pick, but he couldn't make it, and I wasn't able to get his pick from him, so we'll get it next. We'll be back for the movie.
So
next
skip
week.
it. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, we could, but fuck him. But
Well, was he going to be off next week? Next week too? Didn't he have something
Yeah,
else?
I think so.
is he?
Next
I
week?
think
Yeah.
so. 2 weeks.
I thought he mentioned that.
Okay, well, if he's not here next week, then we're skipping him, and,
Okay,
and
yeah.
that'll be your pick, Clay.
I forgot what I was gonna pick, but I can
Okay,
look for a minute and remember.
we don't have to announce it. It's not that big a deal. But we'll be back with a movie next week. A movie.
Yep.
Well, what have you guys been watching this week? All right. You want me to
I
go
watched-
first, or go ahead?
Whichever. No, I watched a couple of things. I watched Hard Boiled. I revisited that.
Oh yeah.
I wanted to check it out while it was on Criterion channel this month.
Mhm.
So I checked it out. Yeah, man, it was a blast. Like, I don't really know why I didn't like it so much before. So I think I maybe just wasn't in the mood or
It's cool.
whatever.
It's goofy. It's very goofy.
Or maybe I just wasn't expecting it to be as kind of goofy as it is. So yeah, it was fun.
Very
I mean,
80s.
Very, lots of jumping around and gunfights and flying through the air and stuff like that. Yeah, it was good.
He's on fire at the end and the baby pees on
Yeah.
puts it out. It's like, all right, yeah, that's the movie we're in.
Yeah.
The very first like shootout scene has like, I mean, they probably shoot 10,000 rounds in that whole restaurant.
They do
And
not
I'm like,
count
dude.
clips at all
No.
either. There's endless bullets.
Yeah.
Like you would have to have a backpack full of ammo to get through that scene if it were legit, right? They're just dropping clips
Oh,
and
yeah.
sliding tables and running, dodging bullets. It's amazing.
Yeah,
It is amazing action.
It's amazing. I mean, I think John Woo kind of invented the whole gun fu thing.
Yeah, I think so.
That now
It's
John
that
Wick
style.
has taken over, but yeah, I don't think I've ever seen that before that. So
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't remember a lot. Like I remember the first shootout, and then I remember like the hospital scene, but like all the other stuff in the middle, I just kind of forgot about.
yeah,
And like I don't think I caught the first time that like the other dude was like undercover, and like the chief or whatever had like planted him there, and he was doing all the undercover work. Like I don't think I caught any of that the first time.
It's a pretty like fly by the seat of your pants kind of watch. You're kind of like,
Yeah,
what that, you know, what,
yeah.
okay, we're here now, you know,
Not that
it's
it, yeah, not that it really matters, but
Right. It is kind of plot heavy though, if I remember.
yeah,
It's like a solid 2 hour movie, I think, if I remember right.
yeah, something
But
like that.
it's it's fun. Yeah, I remember we did it early, like COVID
Yeah.
time, on the pod, and I was so confused when you didn't like it. It's just a blast. But yeah,
I remembered what movie I was gonna pick, and it's perfectly opportune because we're going to your house this weekend.
oh yeah,
Is it cool if I announce it?
yeah, go for it.
So, Streets of Fire. I got
Okay.
Oh,
everybody a Streets of Fire
Oh, geez.
4K.
oh my god.
Why
They're
did you
on
do?
sale.
He
Yeah.
hey, Clay got paid. You
Man,
know, he had
Oh,
you
money
really
to
like that
burn.
movie.
I do like that movie. And don't feel obligated to like it either. So if you hate it, you know, just feel free. It was, you
I
know,
mean,
a cheap
I mean,
4K.
as Walter Hill, like I've
Oh
almost picked it
yeah.
a couple of times. Like I literally, it's been on my watch list. I've
I
like
mentioned
scrolled
it in
past
the,
it a couple of
yeah,
times and gone, "Ooh, I'm gonna pick that this week." And then I look at it and go, "It's not on anything."
It's never on
So
no,
anything.
no.
I've just never picked it. Like I've wanted to pick it a couple of times,
Yeah.
and yeah, so
I
cool.
mentioned it at the break room at work, and I was like, "Hey, have you guys ever seen Streets of Fire?" And like three people turned around, like, "Oh my god, that movie's awesome!" And I was
Really?
like, "Okay,
Hmm.
well, so yeah,
Nice.
hopefully, I mean, it's it's kind of dated and all, but we'll talk about it. But yeah, I'm looking forward to sharing the love on that movie some. So
Hell yeah,
Cool.
bro. Well, we're definitely skipping Randy.
Yeah.
I don't even
well,
think he'll be mad.
you host these great parties, man. I got to figure out a way to get you back. So I figured,
Oh,
well, I'll
just
bring
looking
it to
forward
the
to seeing you
Halloween
guys.
party and yeah,
Nice.
hang out.
Thanks, man.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, we're doing Streets of Fire next week, fellas.
Oh yeah.
Sweet.
Cool. Go.
Hopefully Randy's there, but we'll see. Yeah. I think
He
he's
should
gonna
be
be at the
there.
Halloween thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he should be there.
Yeah, I think he said he was coming. I don't know what he's got going on next week.
Yeah, I think his family's coming first, and then he's gonna show up later or
Usually
something
does.
because it's a Saturday. But yeah, should be a good time.
Yep.
Um,
Yeah, I had one more just to piggyback it off of
yeah.
Hard Boiled because there's another Chinese movie
Yeah.
I watched. I watched The Cat. So this has also kind of been on my watch list for a little while, and actually was on Criterion. They took it off and it had a release not too long ago, like a new Blu-ray release, and I think it was really hard to find for a long time. But anyway, I checked it out, and man, it was awesome.
This
The
is like
first
Japanese, right?
It's the same director from Ricky-O, the story of Ricky.
Oh no,
Oh,
really?
yes.
Yes,
Okay.
so it's that kind of movie. Um,
Wow.
so yeah,
Nice.
I've been meaning to watch it. Like it starts off kind of slow and like they kind of just explaining things. I'm like, okay, where's the wackiness? Where's the goofiness? There's a few little tidbits here and there for like the first half of the movie, but like halfway through, I just say it ramps up with a fight between the cat and like a dog that they bring along, and it's like a legit like it's a movie fight scene, but with a cat and a dog.
Like a choreographed fight scene.
Yes, yes, it's pretty freaking hilarious. And then from there, like the ending of the movie is just absolute bonkers. Like they're chasing this like alien monster thing, and like it morphs into like all kinds of different stuff, and like it gets
Holy shit.
crazy in the end. Like I said, I don't want to talk it up too much because I don't
It
know
sounds
how,
awesome.
but it was awesome. Like I was at probably like a 3 or 3.5 throughout the most of the movie, and then yeah, like I would probably even give it higher than a 4 than what I gave it, upon rewatch.
Here's
But
here's what somebody wrote on Letterboxd. A cat from outer space teams up with a young girl and an old man to fight a murderous alien that possesses people. Wow, that
Yeah.
sounds crazy, man.
Yeah. But yeah,
I bought a bootleg of it and I have never watched it. I bought it like 2 years ago. It's still
well,
in my box.
yeah, it has a
Dang.
pretty recent Blu-ray release. Uh, 88 films. Yeah, they're when I think they're
Okay.
Okay.
UK based, but they do a lot of just oddball Japanese, Chinese, Asian stuff.
88's cool. I like them.
You have a few of their things. I think they are one of the original ones that put out was it Seventh Curse
Mm-hmm.
a while back, and I think it now has a Vinegar Syndrome and some other stuff. But
They do some
this
Takashi issue that I like.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was awesome. It was a blast. Like perfect, like Halloween, silly, kind of like not really Lovecraftian, but it's basically it's aliens, but just weird monster. Yeah, yeah,
You
it's
like
fun.
flying cats and shit, though.
I mean, I don't know if it's like my favorite thing, but I've seen a few other, um, just yeah, like odd Chinese, like they do a lot of flying around
Me too.
um, and cats too.
Whoosh.
Like the Japanese too. Like they do some
Mm-hmm.
cat movies every now and then,
Cat
and
foo.
yeah, um, so
It sounds really fun.
it's fun. It's a good time.
Okay, I gotta watch that for sure.
I believe you. I've got the DVD. I should watch it finally.
Cool. Well, I'll go through mine real quick. I've been doing the Nightmare on Elm Streets, so I went through 3, 4, 5, and 6.
Sorry.
It's all downhill.
It goes super downhill.
Yeah.
Uh, but
I think by 6, you're like, dude, what are we doing here?
6 was a little rough. Yeah. Most of them, 4 is like okay. It's like I'm not in the basement yet, but like um I would say mostly at least when Freddy's on the screen, it's still pretty fun, even
Yeah.
though it's bad. So I don't regret like buying the set or like watching any of the movies.
Hell
They're
no. That's an
perfectly good
awesome
time.
set.
And
Yeah.
Natalie and I watched them all together and just basically had a blast with all of them, even though they're so stupid.
He's an iconic villain too. I mean,
Yeah.
burned up guy with the glove hands, the knife hand. That's awesome. Like when I was a kid, that shit was just I did watch Dream Warriors because you got me thinking about that box set, right?
Mhm.
And man, it almost brought a tear to my eye with the nostalgia because I used to love that movie when I was a kid and I was watching, I was like, oh my God, like it just hit me so hard. All the fun times I had with that movie. It was awesome.
I think that's my favorite.
I
Yeah.
think so too.
I think that's the best one. Yeah.
It's
It's
definitely the
pretty
most
awesome.
entertaining, fun one.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe I'm just like a sucker.
Syringes.
Maybe I'm
Yeah.
a sucker for the originals because I mean I like Alien more than Aliens. Um, I'm a little bit more of a fan of just the kind of more straightforward like introduction story, I guess. But three is the most fun and the
Yeah.
most entertaining of them. So
Patricia Arquette.
it's the only movie of all the ones I've watched where I was like, I wish this was a little bit longer. Like it
Mm.
actually feels like they could have done a little bit more. Because once you get into like they do the most with the dream world
Yeah.
stuff in that one. And once you get into that, it's like this rocks. I want the whole movie to be this, and
Yeah.
you just like you don't. I feel like you don't quite get enough of it.
Yeah.
What you
Some
get is
pretty
great.
wild ideas.
Yeah,
I think
it's
they
so cool.
they took the nightmare shit and just dropped it on its head. They were like, all right, we got a guy who's going to be a wheelchair guy who's a wizard and
They all get
uh,
their powers
a
in
It
the
switch
is
dream
blade
like
world.
girl, drug
the most
addict.
80s of them too. Like there's some goofy stuff in there,
Yeah. Like I
but
the last time I watched it, I completely forgot they all got their own like little powers in the dream
mm,
world. So when toward the end when they're fighting and like Patricia Arquette does something and then she just like flips up a wall and I was just like, What the fuck is she doing? Like, why did she just make that giant flip of the ones like, oh yeah, they have powers. Like I completely forgot about it. So
Right.
it's
Once they go into the dreams, they
It,
choose their
dude's
own.
being held hostage over the fiery pit of hell by Freddy Krueger's tongues are
yeah.
tied him up. It's the
Yo,
weirdest thing.
that's awesome. Yeah, it's so weird. Yeah,
That was a
great.
good.
That's a great one. Yeah, I've enjoyed all of them. I watched all of them except for New Nightmare. So that's
Randy
next.
likes that. I don't think I watched it memorably. Like
I watched
I think
it.
I just had it on.
I watched it last Halloween, I think. It's good. I don't like it nearly as much as Randy thinks, I think, but
Yeah.
it's good.
I remember liking it quite a bit. I'm interested to rewatch it. Um, I've only seen it once, so
Yeah.
can't really remember it that well, but
I feel like I want to sing some Talkin. I just want to burst out into song. We're the Dream Warriors.
good times
Dude, that was
The
a
80s.
hell of a time. Hell of a time.
for sure. Um, what else did I watch other than Elm Streets? I watched 5 hours of the Martin Scorsese documentary. Literally, like, paused my whole life just to watch that. I was like, I'm just gonna watch one episode, and then I watched
And your review
two.
said this could be even longer.
Yeah, I mean, he's one of my favorite. He's one of my guys. He's like one of my all-time favorites. I've read like multiple books about him. Watched every documentary that's come out about him, and I was really like impressed and surprised because it goes through all the major beats of his life and stuff. Like mostly I knew, but there's a lot of there's more stuff that I didn't know about, and they get people like his old friends like when he was growing up to like show up, and like just people that you've never heard from before, so
Cool.
gives you a little more perspective
Did
just of.
he produce it or anything like that? Or I mean, that's him. He maybe filmed interviews or something for it at least, or
I
was
don't
it?
I don't
No.
know whether he's a producer on it. It's so the documentarian is the wife of Daniel Day-Lewis.
Hmm.
She's like a documentarian. She's done a few
Okay.
different things.
Didn't know that.
Um, so it's like kind of it's her project. She came to him with it, I think.
Hmm.
And she's been making it for a few years. I think the first like there's a few different interviews with him that are just kind of cut in like interspersed because they go chronologically through things, but then they'll like touch on different themes like his Catholicism, like they have a whole section about that, and just different aspects of what he does, like his themes in his movies and stuff like that. Um, but it cuts around like some of them they're like outside, and it's like, oh, that was probably during COVID,
Oh.
like stuff like that. Uh, but they're in different rooms throughout, so there's just a few different times that they interviewed him. But they get almost everybody, but like Joe Pesci, pretty much like almost everyone's in there. So
That's cool.
it's cool. It's worth watching, even for not a diehard fan like me. Like I think it's still like really interesting.
Yeah, I don't really know a lot about him
Really,
other than I mean I've seen a decent chunk of his movies.
I
Definitely
think it
missing a
will. I would
missing a
think
few,
it.
but
I think it will like deepen your interest in the movies too. Like
let's
a
go.
little, it'll make especially the early ones that are like street level New York stuff. That's like
Yeah.
really about his life. It'll give you more context for that. I think like the I think like the first two or three episodes are like really the best part. And
Hmm.
then like the second couple, you're getting into more of like the 90s and the 2000s stuff that we like all lived through. And it's a little more just like, and then he made this movie, and then he made this movie, like, and then he met,
Yeah.
like, and DiCaprio shows up, this is where they start their collaboration, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Still really good because you get all the interviews and stuff with them, but not as like meaty. You know,
Yeah.
you've already gotten a lot of the deeper like family stuff out of the way. But
Yeah. Cool.
it's
Yeah, it
it's
sounds
great.
interesting.
It's really great. But you, Clay, what did you watch?
I watched Slaughterhouse. Uh, don't recommend that one. Uh, it was just on Hulu or something. I was like, oh, a sloth and a sorority house,
Killer
but
Sloth, yeah.
it had a great idea, a great hook. They just executed on it very poorly. And I saw Black Phone 2.
Oh yeah.
Really liked Black Phone 2. I felt like it wasn't as good as Black Phone number one, obviously. Sequels generally aren't as good, but still had a little bit of oomph. Um, it was, I would say, maybe a B or a B plus. 3.5 stars out of five, so not mind blowing by any stretch, but a good like Halloweeny kind of horror watch. I
Yeah.
mean, if you can stand uh, Nightmare on Elm Street Part 6, then you should go see you should go see Black Phone. Um,
Yeah.
Ethan Hawke, I'm so glad that he has like a character that's kind of the villain that he is starting to develop into maybe a franchise. Um, he plays a pretty good villain too. I think Ethan Hawke sometimes plays real kind of pussificated characters, and in this, he's the grabber. He's pretty shit. I wouldn't mess with a guy,
Pretty
right?
grabby.
Yeah, but like you know, what's the one before the devil knows you're dead? He was kind of
Oh,
really
he's
whiny
definitely
in
the like the
that.
sniveling one in that one. Yeah.
He stibbles around a lot in a lot of his roles, but he also plays different dynamics. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I like the guy. I think he's
He's
a
a good
good
actor.
actor. Yeah,
Oh yeah,
and he delivers.
love Ethan Hawke.
Yeah.
And
That
then the
wasn't
kids are all grown up now. They're like 18 or whatever. All the little
Oh wow.
kids from the first one. So
so the kid a little less annoying. I remember being pretty annoyed with the kid
yeah, you can
from the
kind of
first one.
root for him a little more. Yeah, he's definitely not annoying at all. I think he tried to really drop that persona quite a bit. He's kind of somebody that's like, you know, he's anti-bully and he will beat the shit out of a bully. So, and he like operates on fear. So, he's pretty crazy too. So it's a good movie. There are some parts where I was just like, what the hell are we doing here, guys? Like,
It's
I
like
was
a 2 hour
laughing.
movie, right? Or a little over
Yeah.
or something. Yeah.
And then, like Nightmare on Elm Street, it talks about dreams and sleep and
Yeah.
bro, when you get me talking about falling asleep and dozing off and I'm watching people all tuck up in their bed and turn the warm light on, I'm like, I'm ready for bed myself. Like, I will go to sleep here. But, so it does lull a little bit at times, but it's
Yeah.
a good movie. It's good.
Very cool. I kind of automatically just like dismissed it being a sequel. That wasn't. I mean, I liked the first one. It was pretty good, but I wasn't like super crazy about it. Like a sequel was like, I don't,
I
I don't
like it.
really care.
Right.
But
I like the
Yeah.
first one a lot.
it seems about on par with the original one. So I'll watch it at some point.
I'm interested to see it. I'll definitely check it out.
I was gonna
Um,
buy the 4K because I was like, man, I'll just buy old Black Phone 4K. It's like $37. I'm
what
like,
the hell?
I can't do that. It's like I just can't do it.
Yeah.
$40.
That's weird.
Now watch
Um,
tomorrow. I'll have it at my front door, but
yeah, I don't know why that movie's 2 hours. There's no way that it justifies 2 hours. Like, that's one of the good things about the Elm Street movies, I think, is they're all like
90
95
minutes.
minutes. Some of them are like 85 minutes. I'm like, perfect.
Yeah.
just get in and out. See some
Mhm.
kills. Watch Freddy die a weird death. Come back to life.
Exactly. Yeah. Let's not get like they get a little bogged down in lore in the later ones. Like, oh, we have to explain like how his daddy was mean to him and stuff. But like, I think that's the last one. But like, we didn't need that. But
Yeah.
for the most part, yeah, it's just Freddy killing people. And
I always wondered how people could not fall asleep for like 3 weeks. Like they never explain that lore. There's
They're
only
just
so many cups
drinking
of coffee you
coffee,
could drink.
you know?
Yeah, everybody drinks coffee and takes like trucker
Speed.
gas station pills.
Right. I love in the first one when the mom goes in and takes the coffee pot and she just pulls another one out from under her bed or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the hell? She didn't smell that? Like, what?
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Oh, if only coffee were that effective.
Oh, if only, yeah.
I can drink a cup of coffee and take a nap directly after sometimes.
Yeah.
Same. Doesn't have much effect on me.
Freddy Krueger would have got my ass.
Right. It helps me wake up a little bit in the morning, but it's not definitely not keeping me up all night. No way.
Nah.
All right. Well, I guess we'll wrap it up. You guys have anything else? Yeah.
Good stuff.
I'm good.
Cool. Streets of Fire next week.